Reciprocal lattice. A crystal lattice represents a lattice in real space. A reciprocal lattice is a lattice in Fourier space. Fourier space is the space where diffraction occurs. To study the crystal structure, we basically use X-ray. We allow X-ray to fall on the real space or direct lattice. The X-ray falling on the direct lattice suffers reflection and gets scattered. The X-ray scattered from lattice points produces constructive interference, as a result of which we get diffraction pattern on the Fourier space. Lattice in this Fourier space we say as reciprocal lattice. In Fourier space we use Fourier analysis. In Fourier analysis we basically take a Fourier series which is a representation of periodic wave form or wave functions as the infinite sum of a sine and cosine waves plus a constant. Using Fourier analysis, we have found that there is a relation between primitive translation vector of the direct lattice, we say ABC, with the primitive translation vector of the reciprocal lattice, we basically say A dash, A star, B star, C star. Sometimes we take direct lattice as A1, B1, C1, or sometimes we may take A, B, C, and the the reciprocal lattice we sometimes take A1 star, A2 star, B2 star, like this. What remains constant both in direct lattice and reciprocal lattice? The answer is volume. For simplicity, let us discuss a cubic structure. So volume of a cubic cell is equal to the base area into height. So height will be equal to volume of the cell divided by the base area. Let us designate the height as a DHKL, where the HKL are the Miller indices. So DHKL is equal to the volume of the cell divided by the base area. So what will be 1 divided by DHKL? That will be equal to base area divided by volume. Let us define 1 divided by DHKL into n cap, that is equal to sigma HKL. Here sigma HKL we call the reciprocal lattice vector, and n cap is the unit vector in the direction of the normal to the plane B cross C, where B cross C is the base area of the unit cell in the direct lattice. So for a cubic system, we may write sigma 100, that is equal to A star, that is equal to B cross C divided by A dot B cross C. Similarly, sigma 1010 is equal to B star, that is equal to C cross A divided by A dot B cross C. Then sigma 001, that is equal to C star, which is equal to A cross B divided by A dot B cross C. A dot B cross C is nothing but the volume, and A cross B is nothing but the base area. So for a cubic system or for a cubic structure, if we divide the base area divided by base area with the volume, then we will get the reciprocal lattice vector, that is 1 divided by DHKL n cap or sigma HKL. Now let us discuss simple relationship between reciprocal translation vector and crystal translation vector. Suppose here we take the crystal translation vector T given by n1 A plus n2 B plus n3 C. where A, B and C are the lattice parameters in direct lattice. Similarly, A star, B star, C star are the lattice parameters in reciprocal lattice. So you may define the lattice translation vector for the reciprocal lattice. Let us say capital G. So the lattice translation vector for reciprocal lattice is basically denoted by capital G. So capital G vector you may write H into A star plus K into B star plus L into C star, where H, K, L are the constants and A star, B star and C star are the lattice parameter in the reciprocal lattice. Here A star is normal to B and C. So you may write A star dot B star dot B is equal to 0 or A star dot C equal to 0. Similarly, B star is normal to C and A. So you may write B star dot C equal to 0 or B star dot A equal to 0. Similarly, C star is normal to A and B. So you may write C star dot A equal to 0 and C star dot B will be equal to 0. Since A star is along A, because A is perpendicular to B cross C, so we may write A star dot A equal to 1. Similarly, B star dot B equal to 1 and C star dot C equal to 1. In crystallography, that is when we deal with the structure and properties of the crystal, a factor 2 pi is not used, but the factor 2 pi is generally used in solid state physics. That is why in solid state physics we use A star dot A equal to twice pi or B star dot B equal to twice pi or C star dot C equal to twice pi. Similarly, the relation between A star and BC, that is the lattice parameters in reciprocal lattice, in terms of the lattice parameter in direct lattice can be related by A star is equal to twice pi into B cross C divided by the volume. Similarly, B star is equal to twice pi into C cross A divided by the volume, and C star is equal to twice pi into A cross B divided by A dot B cross C or the volume. Here you note that the factor 2 pi terms comes from the wave number or wave vector, that is in K space or momentum space or Fourier space we use the wave number. That is why the term 2 pi comes in physics. Let us discuss some properties of reciprocal lattice. When you use Fourier analysis, you will get G dot T is equal to twice pi into integer, where T is the lattice translation vector or the translation vector in direct lattice and G is the reciprocal lattice translation vector. Or you may get e to the power I G dot T is equal to 1. The primitive vectors in reciprocal lattice or Fourier space or K space have dimension of length inverse. The primitive vector of the direct lattice have the dimension of length. Number 3, the reciprocal of reciprocal lattice is the direct lattice. Number 4, each vector of the reciprocal lattice is normal to a set of lattice plane of the direct lattice. Remember, each vector of the reciprocal lattice is normal to a set of lattice planes of the direct lattice. Then number 5, when we rotate a crystal, both direct lattice and reciprocal lattice rotate. In this figure you see this is the crystal lattice and this is the reciprocal lattice. A is the crystal lattice and B is the reciprocal lattice, and remember the crystal structure does not depend upon the lattice constant, it depends upon the lattice vector.